This video is not for the faint of heart. Be careful proceeding.
Hello?
These are not going to be easy topics. Many of the things I'm about to say and show you will have a deep impact on you. I'm just making sure I give you all a warning, because we are covering Kent's life from start to finish. Of course in multiple parts, otherwise known as Ghosts of Caramel, Maine. Let's run it back to when Kent was just a baby. It's 1965, and Kent's mother wants to have a day of fun with the kids. She and her brother gather everyone up, and they head to a motel that's just up the road because it has a pool. And once they arrived, she decided, I'm gonna head out and let my brother look after everyone. Although when she was gone, her brother picked Kent up and threw him into the pool as hard as he could. So hard, it knocked the wind out of Kent. He sunk and fell unconscious. And then Kent found himself in a dark cave. As he looked around, the only source of light was coming from a tree that is on fire. Looking for some source of comfort, he walks up to the tree. And then a voice whispered over his shoulder.
Spirit.
Then Kent wakes up to his sister slapping his back because she was terrified that Kent was. Keep in mind, Kent is literally a baby. Life started off very hard. Even worse were the strange occurrences at home. 2 years go by, and now they are staying at this house. All of the kids share a bedroom upstairs. They have 2 bunk beds, one on either side of the wall. And all night they would hear humming. This humming was singing the tune of Hush Little Baby, Don't You Cry. Even worse, when the kids tried to tell their dad, he wouldn't believe them, and would even blame them for the stomping and humming. He would run to the room with a belt, and these kids were completely on their own. When they finally would fall asleep, they would wake up to their bed really shaking back and forth. And one thing scared them more than anything. It was a man that they would watch float across their house. He had no legs, and it looked like he was floating in slow motion. And his hands would move in bizarre ways as if he was speaking in sign language. And the scariest noise for Kent was one that would come from outside of his door in the middle of the night. It is extremely hard to describe, but Kent would say that it sounded like electricity that got shorted out, except in the form of a voice. And that dream with the tree would become a reoccurring thing for Kent. He finds himself in the cave, walks up to the tree, and then a voice whispers over his shoulder, Spirit. And every time it whispered, he would wake up. And that is a brief overview of Kent's childhood. Next, I'm going to cover his teen years, and then we're going to cover his life as an adult. The story just gets crazier and crazier. Go look up Ghosts of Caramel, Maine if you want to hear the story from the man himself. But just know that all those pictures, everything, the story, it comes from Kent. And to leave things off on a positive note, I love you, and take a second to listen to the soothing guitar.
And likes to go on adventures in old abandoned areas, sometimes even staying overnight. In this video, he decides to stay overnight in the old Spooners Tunnel, a tunnel completely devoid of life, located in the middle of nowhere. The tunnel was built in 1981 and is the longest disused railway tunnel in New Zealand, after it failed to be connected to the National Rail Network and eventually closed in 1955. As Omega arrives, he immediately has second thoughts after laying his eyes on the spooky tunnel. Despite that, he still continued and went inside to look for a place to settle for the night.
The nerves are really starting to kick in now. What? I want to be spending a night in this thing. Oh no. I don't know about this, guys. What the frick? It's too dark to go in there without any form or source of light, so that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack. Oh, there's my baby. This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shone right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure. Alright, Max, you ready for another adventure? Alright, Max. Let's do this. I managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down, there's no more light left. If I turn my light off, now this is the freaky thing, when I turn this light off it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow. I'm not doing too bad at this point. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max! There you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always going to hear what you're going to say to me, eh? But yeah, tea is served, looking very yummy. Obviously, I'm starving hungry, so I'm going to eat that right now.
Now, aside from the creepy dark atmosphere from the tunnel, things seem to be going well. Omega has some food, and even has a little power nap. However, he eventually realizes that he has no signal within the depths of the tunnel, but he needs to make a search on his phone. So he heads back to the entrance, and as he arrives, he reloads the internet page on his phone to show the current time. It is now just hitting 4:10 AM, and he is about to go back inside. When he does, things get really creepy, and he captures something absolutely terrifying.
We're gonna go back in. We're gonna complete our overnight challenge. Yes, yes we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max! Oh, my gosh, damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune out. Max, come here! Come here. Oh, shit. Oh. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Oh. Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get out!
After heading back into the tunnel, a strange toy can be seen on the floor, just playing Happy Birthday repeatedly. And then his heart sinks into the depths of despair after he sees a creepy man sticking out from one of the manholes on the tunnel walls. So he does what anyone filled with despair would do: run away without a second thought. Omega says that he has no idea what happened, nor why anyone would be lurking in this long abandoned tunnel after 4 AM, especially since it is freezing cold and located far from where any people should be. He is also confused as to why his dog Max didn't bark or react at all to the presence or sight of this man, almost as if he was a complete ghost, which is strange as Max is usually very alert. So, was this a real man lying in wait to pounce, using a creepy toy as bait? Or something paranormal? Whatever the case, it's certainly chilling either way.
Around the holidays of 2012, a family was doing a night ghost tour in Chicago. Most of the spots the tour guide took them to were quite boring, but there was one house toward the end of the tour that seemed quite promising. Unfortunately for the family, the house was closed at night and they could only look through the windows. The father asked if he could take a few photos through the mail flap on the front door. After some consideration, the tour guide said that would be okay. The following is what he captured that evening. If we look closer at the photo, we can see what appears to be two translucent feet side by side. The comment section is quite divided on whether it's simply a lens flare or a ghost. Although it's difficult to say for sure, the feet do seem rather creepy.
In this bizarre video uploaded by X Hauntings, viewers are treated to two potential paranormal activities: ghosts and orbs. The creator of this video claims the renovations they completed in their house stirred up some pretty strange activity, as renovations often do for many. The video starts at regular speed, showing the camera operator walking in their basement and moving the camera around with nothing initially bizarre being shown. The clip is then played again, this time in slow motion. Listen to what was captured. As the camera operator turns left, a horrifying scream and growl is heard coming from the room opposite. If you watch closely, a strange light seems to zip right past the camera. Here it is once again in slow motion. The clip then jumps to another scene. Here the camera operator moves the camera around the basement. Take a look at what they captured.
Oh, hello. Oh my god.
This time, orb-looking objects seem to jump around, with someone off camera exclaiming, "Oh my god," before the clip ends.
It smells in here. Oh, hello. Oh my god.
Orbs have been the cause of many debates within the paranormal community. Some believe that orbs are supernatural with potentially evil intent. Others argue that they may simply be floating dust particles that reflect the light of a room or camera. The number of orbs moving around, as well as the scary scream and flash of light, make this video lean more towards the realm of the paranormal. But as always, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments section below.
Okay, I'm just gonna get one, alright? It's just one, alright? How bad could one be? It's not that expensive, it's not, well, I mean, I have to get it a friend, right? I mean, who's he gonna talk to? He's gonna get bored. And you know, what if they get sick of each other? You know, they need a third guy. And honestly, I have three. I might as well get the whole set, you know? I mean, like, why not? I mean, just complete it. I mean, and you know, they released a few more. You might as well. And, you know, honestly, it's money's not a problem. I mean, I can afford.
Go slow. Go slow. If one of these popped out at me, I would literally die. Okay, too close. No, go turn, Kelly. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. How do these people sleep in this house at night with this in here? If one of these popped out at me, I mean, I'm feeling like they're going to, and I know they're not.
Oh.
Yeah.